look cute.
I do look cute. I am a cute guy, though.
Why do you have my jersey on? How'd you get my jersey? I don't think I've ever seen that before.
You wore number 44?
Oh,
Yeah.
This is a for real jersey.
No, this is probably his jersey.
This probably is my jersey. I'm not kidding.
Take it.
Why does it look like
Like the
fresh out of the
Stools?
box?
Because he left.
No, he's got
he
no,
left.
He's got a collection of jerseys. How many jerseys do you have collected?
Like 500 something?
Yeah.
He ain't got no more jerseys. His jersey got burnt up by his last baby mama.
Your last baby mama
He ain't got
burnt
no
up
more
your jersey.
jerseys. He ain't
Look
got
at his
shit at
face.
the house.
No, I don't mean to nitpick. No.
Give her that.
He ain't got
No,
shit.
I wasn't paying
He ain't
attention.
got
No, I
nothing
wasn't
at
paying
that
attention with
moment.
it. He got a black hair. You just got to pop that. Just.
Oh, yeah, I just shaved my face.
Yeah,
cause,
just handle that.
Gil,
I don't want to squirt on me.
welcome to Road Trippin'. We're so excited to have you.
Thank you. I
Would you like some
appreciate
wine? We drink wine on this podcast.
What type of shoes you got on?
You don't want any wine?
I'm Malibu cranberry pineapple type of guy. You know,
Well-
I haven't graduated to wine yet.
Malibu pineapple.
I haven't graduated to wine yet. I'm not that developed.
Gil was the first person to get me drunk when I was of age.
You were not.
You was not of age.
What's that?
He was of age.
Why would you lie?
Well, it's part of the story.
You didn't want to brush your hair, but you knew we were going to be on TV, right?
What?
So all y'all about to say that.
No, I was doing the Kevin Durant.
You doing the Kevin Durant?
Just natural, baby. Just
like-
how I wake up.
All y'all look like that.
His hair
No.
like a carpet
How'd you
you
get
might
him?
find in a trap house.
Oh,
How'd you get him?
We got him because of
me.
you.
You need me. That's what it is. You need me, baby.
You trying to piggyback off my stardom.
He needs me.
He's trying to. You heard my name and decided to come on over.
And I really look good,
can't
though.
shake
Look at
this
that camera.
motherfucker for
Look
shit.
at that camera. Look at me
Okay.
and you compare our faces.
Yeah, I'm dying, man. I'm starting to sweat. I'm laughing so hard.
Can you
Me
guys?
is like
so
Will Smith and
They
Martin
may
Lawrence.
know, and some people might know, but I don't know the relationship of you two.
He ruined my life. That's all it is. That's all it is. That he owed me for this.
Can you break down this
He
friendship?
So
ruined
he
my
was,
life. Tell me,
when you're
tell
in the NBA,
Tell him.
when you're a star player, you pick rookies.
Oh.
And he was my rookie.
In Washington.
And
in Washington,
he's
D.C.
never
yeah.
he's never maximized his
Yeah,
ability
I
ever
couldn't.
since then.
I couldn't. No,
Can we
That
roll
was
the
our
tape?
thing.
no,
Let's stop.
no, not in the locker.
What is this?
Got a them tigers, them tigers, they got enough to get the house for
Hey.
Tell me do this count, though.
Yeah,
Right
does
here.
it?
Yeah.
Please, let us know.
Tell me do the mines count. He said this don't count.
What don't count?
This last shot right here.
Let me
'Cause he
see.
just made it.
Does that
Oh
count?
no, that didn't count.
Oh,
That
come
don't
on.
count.
That counts.
That don't count. What?
That's-
What? How many times? Oh, you didn't dunk. But like you would dunk the ball and it would pop out the back of the rim. That don't
Don't count.
Don't
Thank
count.
you.
I did
Appreciate
dunk.
it.
I had super bounce. I had more bounce than you. Don't disrespect me like that.
Ooh.
I actually did that count. We didn't have to get to it.
You have more bounce than me.
No.
Do you have more swag than Richard?
I got the highest
yeah.
vert.
Yeah. You got the what?
Highest vert.
No.
Tell him. He
Okay,
talk
listen,
about this
listen,
all
listen.
the time.
When he kept saying he had the highest vert in NBA history,
Yeah.
I'm going off of steps, right? So he has a high 30, was it 38?
39.5.
He has 39.5 is his vertical jump.
Yeah.
Standing.
His max jump is 40.
So like standing is 39, running it's 40. That's trash.
I still got the highest in standing.
Fucking trash.
Still got the highest.
Me neither.
Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he was my rookie, and I just made him do all the things I didn't want to do as a veteran.
No, man.
Did he obey?
No,
No,
not
no.
Penalties if he didn't obey.
He got penalties. That was one of them.
Yeah, that's
You shot him with
He
the
only
sword?
obeyed when there was
All right,
women
one time
involved.
I did. Oh, it's only one time.
involved?
Yeah,
Only
like,
one
I'm
time.
going to the strip club. You want to go? Yeah, I want to go. I'm gonna drive you. That was those things. Like he only did that. If I say, yo, can
Come
you
on,
go
man.
get this? Can you go to the store and buy me something? He'll go to the store, buy me what I want,
what
but then he'll charge
He
$3 or
asked
$4
for
more
me to get
$1,000
him
on my.
iPhone.
$4,000 more dollars?
He asked me to get him my iPhone. I said, I need one too. So I bought me an iPhone, laptop.
Did you really?
Hell yeah, remember all this shit. He gave me the car. I'm like, shit, is that
That's
real?
ballsy.
Yeah, ask him what happened after that.
He took my keys and like we was on the road when I did it.
What happened to the car?
He took my keys and somehow shipped them back to the house for like when we land, I couldn't get in my car so he could beat me to my house. So once I got home, he had like paintball guns. He just took the wheels off my tires, all kind. It was crazy.
Sometimes you just got to pay.
Did you have to give the computer back?
No, hell no.
Oh, you just had to
You
fix
took
it.
the
I think
wheels
it's-
off his car?
The wheels off my car and rolled them into film and shit like that. Like,
Rolled him into film?
Have a field day, you know?
like that's what I'm like, why didn't they do nothing? They could have saved me.
Listen, I would have
He
been
could have
terrified.
saved me.
Can't save nobody from Gilbert. Can't save nobody from Gilbert. They're just like, hey, you gotta learn your lesson.
And the only time I was a chauffeur, I was all kind of stuff, man. He paid me
He
though.
was the worst. I mean, he wasn't your ideal rookie as a vet because, you know, it was hard.
Did there any?
had
Was
to
there
work at
anything
it.
that he helped you with basketball?
That's what I say he ruined my life. I told you, but I say he ruined my life, he ruined my life.
Okay, it's just like any young guy. You come in sometimes on a veteran's bad year. I'm injured, you know, so it's more party mode than work ethic at that point. So
I
he
didn't
gets
need to
the
see
bad
that.
part of who
a
I
good
was.
Student
I got you.
in
You know, it
college.
wasn't like he came in.
Did you
and-
guys know each other prior to that?
No.
I never heard
I just
of
knew he was
You
like
never
this.
heard?
Are you
never
from
heard
the
of him.
same area?
it. Yeah, but I'm more of a star over there. Yeah.
You're Valley boys, right?
I'm a Valley boy. He was one of those LA dudes who couldn't like play basketball in his neighborhood, so they had to ship him to the nice neighborhood so he can function.
Gilbert just lived in a nice neighborhood.
I just lived in a nice neighborhood.
neighborhood.
Yeah. You know, so he was one of those transfers into the nice suburb
Yeah.
type of school. So
Clarence.
I was the king.
Come from a real
I was,
nice
I was the
king. I'm the king.
I was the
I'm
king.
the king.
and then Jordan
I'm
Farmar.
the king.
Jordan Farmar was second, and then you got your
Man,
third.
come on, man. Everybody
Second.
knows
Farmer,
who's the
yeah.
king.
So we were the two Valley guys. He
You
was
know
an
who's
LA
the
guy
king.
played in the Valley.
No,
so
I was
he's
a Valley
like,
guy.
He's like,
I'm a Valley guy.
And he also,
he's like Barry Bonds.
Yeah, like so
is-
Jordan Farmer's from up there, then played at UCLA, went to the Final Four, then played with the Lakers. So yeah,
Right.
he was Lonzo Ball before Lonzo
Yeah,
Ball.
he was a Valley kid. You know, he wasn't necessarily
I'm the
Valley.
king now.
And then you got the Drew
Where
Holiday
are you
boys.
from originally?
West LA.
What's up?
That's,
What-
South
like,
Central.
what-
South Central.
What high school were you supposed to go to?
My high school I went to in the Valley.
See, he was getting beat. I told you he was getting beat up. He was one of those. He was
You was
getting
the
beat
Fresh
up in his
Prince-
little
He was
neighborhood.
the Fresh
and they
Prince of
moved
Bel
him.
Air?
That's what happened. Nah, I wasn't. I got kicked out because I wasn't like going to school, and then like my fat friend was playing basketball, and like some dude AAU coach seen them, and like, oh man, you hoop? Do you got friends? And he brought me to practice, and then like I got like a second chance in life to better myself, and then I came to the Wizards, and then all that.
Well, so I just all the things, the trouble in school, I can see how it was easy for you to get into USC.
No. And y'all went to Arizona.
Yeah.
With a
Yes.
guy that said he's 16 when he's really 30.
Gil, Nick said that Arizona was like a JUCO.
What?
How do you feel about that?
He said it was like a JUCO, like it
Like
wasn't a real
JUCO.
school.
Like it wasn't a real school.
We said it was a
Arizona.
basketball school. He was like, yeah, it was like spring break JUCO.
I mean, sunny.
It's always sunny. It's Vegas
Ladies
sunny.
always in bathing
You
suits.
was about
I
to
mean,
say. You was about to say. You was about to say the D word.
No, I wasn't. I said I'm just bathing suits all the time. I mean, it was lovely. We
But y'all don't care about bathing suits.
I'm sorry. Our school wasn't in the middle of the hood. I'm sorry.
didn't.
We
Y'all
can
don't
actually
care.
walk across the street.
Oh, you can't. It's hot. It's a
We
desert
can
in
walk
Arizona.
across the street and like love life.
We're there in the winter.
We didn't have
We
to-
were there in the
We
winter.
can love life. We didn't have to
Love
worry about going off campus and getting robbed.
Who had to work? Let me change my shorts.
Look at these shorts and shit.
We need a
You know,
counter.
so we was cool. You know.
Yeah.
That's cool. Hey, but where you get your shoes
Hey,
made at?
Was USC good when we played?
No.
Yes.
No, they had Brian Scalabrine,
Yeah,
Jeff
Scalabrine.
Tripin.
Oh, Sam Clancy.
Sam Clancy.
Sam
They were
Clancy
good.
was
a
They were
performer.
good.
Bradshaw was
David Blumenthal, and Brandon Granville.
they
were
y'all
good.
Was, I mean, y'all still got smacked,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
it was
yeah,
nice.
with
That was
detail.
nice. That was nice thing.
Yeah.
Definitely got smacked.
They got smacked. But y'all, it was nice.
Up next on Road Trippin'.
This guy is your rookie. Like, does this make you proud? Like how you've seen him develop?
I can't help it if I look good.
Jesus.
I just have that aura. Like when you see me, you be like, oh, okay,
Okay, so
I
if
get
this
it.
guy is your rookie, like, does this make you proud? Like how you've seen him develop?
Hell no, I'm not proud that he my vet.
Yeah. I failed him. I did. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. It came out.
Let me show you the difference.
I just couldn't drive the boat.
I was very
That's all.
fortunate.
You just supposed to give me the keys to the boat.
I had Jason Kidd as a vet. You had Gilbert Arenas as a vet. Oh, man. Channing, who'd you have as a vet?
Malik Rose.
That's a good vet.
That's really good.
That's nice,
vet.
sensitive. Yeah,
Yeah.
He had 2 Maybachs and for no reason. I'm telling you, he had 2 Maybachs.
That's what I said. You caught me at the wrong time.
He had 2
If you'd have
Maybachs.
got me
think
before I
had
got injured, then he would have been a better player.
He had 2 Maybachs and 2 Ferraris. Like just cause he was trying
called
to shit
rich.
on. He was trying to
That's
shit
what
on Deshaun Stevenson.
That's what the rich.
Deshaun
That's what the
Stevenson-
richer players
No,
do.
Deshaun
You
pulled up
had
in
your
a-
Charger. That was cool. That was cool for your
I did. I
contract.
had a challenger.
You had a
That was the
challenger.
first year
It was a challenger.
The first year it came out. It was hot though. It was hot then.
Sure.
But I wasn't competing with you. Why are you competing with me?
I wasn't competing. I'm just
That's
saying,
what I'm
like.
saying.
Well, that's the problem with the NBA. It's competitive on and off.
I wasn't
you
competing. I had it before you
was
got there.
competing with Deshaun.
I wasn't competing with nobody. I had my money, and then.
All right, the story is Deshaun pulled up in the Maybach. I guess he was talking shit, so Gil went out and bought 2 Maybachs. That's all I'm trying to get to. I don't know why he always
Should never giving y'all money.
He pulled up, and then Deshaun had a Ferrari, so he went and bought 2 Ferraris. So he had 2 Ferraris and 2 Maybachs for no reason.
Were you good in your Challenger? Had a little Challenger look.
Why you always talking about my Challenger? It's hot. They had a Hellcat.
He had a burgundy Challenger.
Burgundy color? Cloth seats.
It was matte red.
Matt Red.
Matt wasn't even out there.
You got a pencil on your shoes.
Why you talking
You got a pencil on your shoes.
But this is what
on,
is
man.
what happened.
You
It's
got a
this.
pencil on your shoe and you
A
still
guy
wear
who gets in
baggy
trouble
shorts.
for cheating all the time because what I did with him when he was younger. This is it. I gotta accept this right here. This is like if you know your child is going to jail at some point in life,
Yeah.
you don't need college money. Bail money is it. That's what this is. This is bail money right here. You know?
That's why he owed me everything.
What's the age difference between the two of you?
Shit, he about 40 now. He just
37, 35. You know, back then, those type of players was coming in at 24, 25, the Felipe Lopez's. The Felipe Lopez's. The Felipe Lopez is coming in. Spent 4 years in college. But did you spend 4 years in college?
3.
Oh.
Yeah, 3.
Channing spent 4 years. Look at Channing. Look at Channing.
Channing, this is the most quiet I've ever heard you.
Dude, I can't stop laughing. Like, I'm gonna start to sweat.
That's because that fucking jean jacket you got on.
I know, but I'm already sweaty, so I gotta put the
Look
jacket
at this
on.
whole Bob. He
you
got like a
still
whole
playing?
denim outfit
No, I'm
on.
done this year. I'm not playing. I'm there.
How is that up there, though?
It's actually tight.
It is?
Yeah, it's actually tight. Like,
Damn
everyone cool.
liar.
You just trying to say that? You trying to get a job there? I don't think nobody want to coach there in Cleveland. You shouldn't.
Look at Allie. Look at Allie.
You should just tell the
Nah, mind,
truth.
she from Ohio, so you
You
gotta be
should
careful.
just tell the truth. Like,
I'm
it
not
ain't
gonna
like
lie,
you
the
trying to
locker
come
room,
back.
I've been on teams with bad records, and this is probably the best locker room with a team with bad records. Like, dudes really like each other.
They're
We had-
nice.
They're nice.
I'm
I'm
sure.
so many injuries. Kevin missed 50 games. Tristan missed 30 games.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
This
All right,
ain't
okay,
Sports
we'll give
Center.
you another 3
This ain't,
wins.
this ain't Sports Center.
Okay, so what's
Hey, that'll
your...
be 22. We be all right. That's almost an A spot.
So you retired at one point. You're retired, Richard.
Damn right.
Swaggy, are you retired?
It depends. Shit,
I'm
maybe.
being honest. Are you retired? Are you gonna try and
I don't know. Maybe.
maybe?
Yeah.
Okay, so for those of you that are officially retired, do you have advice for Channing?
Nigga, Gil been retired. He retired.
I have no idea
Retired?
what
you
you
gonna
just
laugh
said.
We
You
said
been
retired, then we still got confused.
I cannot hear
How you
you.
gonna be
Can't eat right
How you gonna laugh and you been retired?
No, I said they said it.
Why you just laughing at me?
Retired. Where are you? And you're still confused. Like, okay, this is where he's at, where he's retired. He just don't know it yet. That's exactly.
How do I not know it?
He
You
don't
couldn't
know.
wait to get to-
He
like
doesn't.
you was.
No, I
Like
knew
when
I
they
was.
kicked your ass out.
I had-
Come on, let's talk. Let's keep talking.
I had six-
Come on, let's keep talking.
I had $66 million, so there was no reason for me to get up off the
no,
couch.
they wouldn't let your ass
there
get
was
in.
there was no point to go. I
You
want
could
a
get back
job.
in.
Like, you just listen. He's done. All right, we're just done. He can go. We're gonna
I
be in
think
movies.
this is a part of your job, though.
We're gonna be in movies next year. We're gonna do all that good stuff.
To make
yeah.
sure that he understands that.
Yeah, we're gonna be basketball.
No, I don't want no more
We're gonna
knowledge
be
from
reality
him.
shows, the family life, cooking and baking and stuff. That's
Cooking and baking.
This is where he's at.
I'm in that
For
life.
Channing,
I am
listen.
in that life.
Yeah.
Play as long as possible. You don't want this after shit. Trust me. This shit
It
boring.
depends. It depends.
This shit is boring.
It depends.
What
Like, how are you
depends?
dealing with it?
Oh, I'm having
Richard?
a good time.
Yeah, I'm about to say,
know
I
it,
like
Richard.
it. Yeah, I'm about-
No, you're like, cause I flew in from New York today, and I gotta fly back to New York to
You
work.
didn't have nothing
So
else to do
I'm
after.
I'm in
Nobody
New
likes
York,
you.
Sam, I'm just doing.
Like,
I'm
he got
working.
a job.
I sat on my
got stuff
couch
to do in
making
life.
$66 million.
Yes, you
You're
did.
sitting on your
you
couch.
stole
nothing.
that much money without a
Whoa.
mask. It was amazing.
Whoa.
It was
You
amazing.
stole it.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I can't happen if I just outsmarted everyone.
Yeah, I'm with you.
I outsmarted everyone.
Up next on Road Trippin'.
Ask him what he do in his life. For 2 hours, he'll go sit somewhere just to sit somewhere. To look at the sun like this.
I mean, my first year was hard. In a sense.
This year's hard for you still.
Because I just try to, it's like that
You ever seen somebody
between,
that
between
can't
11
cope
and
with
1,
life?
I didn't know what to do.
You ever seen somebody that
didn't know
can't
what to
cope
do.
with life, is trying to find his way on Instagram, was talking shit to everybody? Hey, you motherfucker, you seen that? You seen this shit? That's this nigga. He can't cope with life. He don't know what to do. Ask him what he do in his life. For 2 hours, he'll go sit somewhere just to sit somewhere. To look at the sun like this. Baby, where you been at? I was just sitting in the sun.
Chilling.
I was sitting in the sun.
Chilling.
No, what you do from, tell me your first year. Explain your first year to me like you did me. Who does this? I'm telling
Talk
to
to
the
us, Gil.
world,
Talk to us,
please
Gil.
tell
That's how
me.
you play. We practice from like 10 to 1, whatever.
Yeah.
And then 7 to we got games.
Yeah.
So I didn't know what to do in that time. So I get on the freeway, drive, get all the way downtown in traffic, drive all the way back, waste those 3 hours.
He wanna sit
Now I
in
can go
traffic.
take my nap.
Who is this? Ain't a crazy motherfucker. I'm telling you. Name somebody crazier than somebody that want to sit in traffic for 2 hours. It's
Because
like,
I didn't play golf, so I'm trying to figure out how do I
you
waste
don't
3
need
hours
to play
that I was
golf
used to
do
wasting.
something else in life.
That makes sense.
It was
though.
different.
No,
It
that
was
does
just,
not make sense.
This is Arizona.
what did you do from 11 to 1?
What do you
This is
mean?
Arizona.
What do you do from 11 to 1?
Like on a
Right now.
like, well, I work.
Oh, see,
Thank
so you
you.
don't have to worry about that.
But
You're busy.
no bullshit. Like during the summer, like I go work out. Like I work out from 9 to
Yeah,
like
you
12.
yes.
I'll go yoga.
You try to
spin,
figure-
just figure
it's
out
3
something.
yeah, you try to figure
Like,
out how to-
Yeah, I just gotta get out the
Yeah, so
house.
what's wrong with his being sitting in the car in traffic?
Because that's
Who
a
does
borderline
that?
offense.
Who want
No
to
one
sit
does
in
that.
traffic?
it's not-
I'm not going to the gym to
You
work
don't
out.
listen to music.
You don't
You
listen
don't
to
do
music?
nothing but just sit in traffic
you
and look
listen
at the
to
time.
That's
Just
Crazy.
wasted 3
Just
hours.
go to
baby.
jail, do something. Do
Just
something.
wasting
go
3
something.
hours, baby.
Come home, baby. What you do? I was sitting in traffic.
Traffic. Shit in traffic, baby.
Tell them about the other thing you did. You went to Starbucks, you didn't like the donuts, so you drove all the way to somewhere else just to
I was just wasting.
Yeah.
I was
How
just
long
trying to
did you
waste
do
time.
this? How long did you do this?
till you got a podcast. And that was this year. This nigga did that for 6 years. He
6
did that-
years, you
Yes,
did?
he
I
been
listened
doing
to your
that for
guys'
6
podcast.
That's what I'm saying.
It's a good podcast. No chill,
Yeah,
Gil.
until I got
You
a podcast.
guys, you think
I was
I'm on your
just- I was
podcast?
basically-
See, I just
was
did it
doing
2 times to help him out because that's the type of friend I am.
That's literally how you started the show.
I like how he's attacking me, and it's because of his failed basketball career.
No, you trying to bring me up? I'm just saying.
No, I'm just saying.
You try
okay.
to act like I ain't got, like I'm not Swaggy P.
Was
like,
there ever a
you the
time-
only person, like you act like you the only person that can't do nothing after basketball. Like basketball is your life, you get it. You sit in traffic after basketball.
How excited are you to do the big 3?
That's all you got to look forward
So
to.
that's cool. Wait, the what? Because I got a whole bunch of texts, man. Make me as a captain. Make me I want to get out of the
I
house.
said I'll play with you.
I don't want you. So look, I'm
You
trying.
want to show the tickets?
So I don't want them, because I already got the reports from Denver. I got the reports from Denver. Yeah, I got the reports. He was lazy, came in fat, out of shape. They sent his black ass home.
Is that what happened?
Send his black ass home.
I'm gonna let him win.
How was Mike
I'm gonna let him
Malone?
win because I hurt his feelings about traffic. I'm sorry.
You heard your feelings.
What happened?
You're not supposed to tell.
Who was,
I'm
he said,
sorry.
who was what?
I'm
So,
sorry.
Gil, I just want to know, honestly, like, so you haven't played in a while, right? So you're going to go in the big 3. Is it going to be difficult being kind of like middle of the pack?
Come again?
is going to be difficult being like middle of the pack, like just being one of the guys. Like, you know, obviously you won't be the best player there, right? You'll be like in the top like 20, top 30.
Whoa. Whoa.
Nigga might not even play.
Hold on, wait.
You did.
So Shannon, you know what I mean?
wait.
Like who? Like
My dog, really? That's what
Like
I'm talking about, really.
who is considered the best player
in the big three.
in the big three?
Kendrick Perkins is up there.
See?
Like
Rashad Lewis,
Yep.
Rashad McCants,
40.
Rashad McCants.
Was horrible last year. Okay. Next.
No, they won. I mean, what?
But I'm saying you got nothing.
50.
You got. But I'm
48.
saying you've never
Cat.
done it though.
I
So
know,
like it's
yeah,
new rules.
yeah.
Like you're a little bit older. You got a bad.
I'm
wheel.
still younger than them.
But you,
I was a one-on-one
But your
player. That's my
knees
game.
like 75. That's the only thing. Your knees, both
Didn't he
of
just
them.
lose in a game of one-on-one to him too?
He always lose. He been
I
losing
just
for-
came off the flu.
What happened? What happened? Come on, man.
I just came off the flu, lost 13 pounds, and said, you know what, I
It's
need to
the
sweat it
same
out.
guy
And then he
was
wanted
on
to play.
Instagram every day. Get your 1,000 shots
Yeah.
up. I'm gonna be playing in the big three like I'm getting 100 million. Remember that? He called me
Listen,
out. I didn't call you out.
Instagram is for just shits and giggles, okay? Listen, I didn't think he was gonna answer the phone. I was just gonna talk shit, and then he was around the corner, so he kind of called my bluff. And I couldn't leave.
Was he just driving in traffic?
Can we be friends, man?
I don't know. I was like, yeah, just come to the gym. I got some shit for you. He's like, I'll be there in 5 minutes. So by the time I got out of the
we
gym
be
and in my
friends?
car, he was pulling up, and it was kind of like,
He was mad. He was like, you
Ah,
thirsty?
that's
You
what-
thirsty?
like, damn, you thirsty to get this
thirsty?
win?
Yes, I wanted to get out the house.
Okay, and you guys played that
win.
win. Huh? Just recently, right? You guys just played recently? Mm-hmm. Okay, so how
There's
were
no
how
match,
were
though.
you, based off of Richard's question? Are you going
Nice.
to?
I was all right.
All right, because I went from nice.
I was all right. I was decent.
He was decent.
Yeah.
Can I
I was
play?
Okay.
How many points are you going to score
Can I play with you though,
in the
man?
big three? They played a what? 50?
50.
Can I play with
Half
you in the
court.
big three?
And there's 4
How
points,
many of
right?
the 50
Can I
points?
play with you in the big three? My manager right there. Can I play with you in the big three? Can I play with you? I'll play.
Like manager.
if you tell me
Wait,
to
hold on,
play,
hold
I'll
on,
play.
Hold on.
If you tell me right now to play,
I
I'll
don't even
play.
have a manager.
You
What
don't
does your
need one.
manager manage?
You
don't got nothing.
You just said you sit in
You have
traffic.
nothing.
You just said
You
sit
got
in
here because of my name. He didn't book this for you.
Oh man, come on,
God,
man.
damn, why
You know,
should be your
fixing my
manager?
pants. I'm fixing my
You
pants.
got some shorts, dog. You just. Can we get him
I'll
a
average
towel?
about-
Can we get him a towel?
It
To
depends.
cover, put over his lap.
I'll score 20
A game.
easily. If it was make it take it, then I'll be in the 30-something. Because I ain't got to get a ball to nobody. But the fact that I can score and then they get the ball and then
Look.
if they miss, one of my teammates
He
get the
gonna
ball,
come. He-
kind of like fucks up the
Only
whole
thing
little
is-
ball hogging
look,
thing, you
he
know?
good.
It's like when he got the
gonna be
rebound
coaching.
and he brung it like
He gonna
full
be
court. It was
coaching.
like, fuck.
Hey, he gonna be coaching,
how do we
dog.
get the ball out of Rich's hand?
Oh, I have a 3-dribble limit.
Hey,
It was
I
like,
know.
understand, it was like 1, 2,
Jump.
3.
you say jump?
Everybody needs to know that I'm looking to pass the ball. Because at the end of the day, I just want to get off of it so I can get it back.
I
go
loved
finish,
my
go
team.
dunk.
Oh, it was amazing. Like, you know, he didn't want to dribble. Luke wanted to pass. Jason Gardner was small and he wanted to pass. And then Michael Wright, if I stayed on the right side, he couldn't get the ball. And so I had a nice little plan out where I can just shoot the ball all the time.
All right.
Gil, I'm not saying you weren't nice, but
Okay,
I
we're
can't
gonna
put
try
you-
this. We're gonna try
I
this.
can't put you on a
Did
bucket,
you
Gil.
think I was gonna average fit? You think I was gonna lead our team in scoring when I first got there?
No.
But wait.
Hell no.
After
Hell,
2 weeks of the open run, yes. After 2 weeks of the open run, yes, I did. I was
I
like,
watched
oh.
a practice, and I said, and Coach O said, Gilbert, stop driving baseline. And so Gilbert proceeded every single time to drive baseline, even if somebody was trying to stop it. He would throw the ball in between somebody's legs, run out of bounds, still get the ball, and dribble it all the way out.
Yeah.
He was doing
Were
stuff
you
that
like
it
a
was
coach's
hilarious.
nightmare or a coach's
Nightmare.
dream?
Yes.
Nightmare.
Yeah, Gilbert,
Dream or a
don't
nightmare?
fucking lie.
Yeah.
Okay, in the sense, but I worked hard, so they had to look past that. You know, it's not like I talked back. I just did what I was gonna do.
No, that's not true. Gilbert was the most sensitive guy of all time.
What? For sure.
Thank you. This is what happened. No
Boy,
BS. This is Gilbert. This is
his killer
Gilbert.
get hurt so bad.
quick. Gilbert, you can't do that.
Yeah.
So Gilbert would do this, right?
Or-
So like this is the hoop facing this direction. Gilbert would sit on the backstop like this and just pout like this. He would sit like this in practice. and,
that's so
and Coach
sensitive.
was like, Gilbert, are you just gonna sit over there and pout? We would have to like go Gilbert, like, Gil, it's okay, man, come on. I kid you not, multiple times in practice, and they just knew he was such an immature clown that he would go and sit on the backstop and face the other direction. He did this one time before the Final Four.
Listen, I have a problem with like I don't know how to express anger, so I just shut down. That's my thing. If I don't like what you're saying, it just
we were shooting free throws. We were shooting free throws, right before the Final Four, and we had to make a certain amount or whatever. We were literally the next day we were about to leave, and Gilbert missed like a couple free throws. He's like, I'm so freaking mad, blah, blah, blah. Punt this ball. I was like, you won't do it. This dude grabs the ball and punts it to the middle. Now, mind you, there's only like 18 people in the entire arena because it's a closed practice. This dude punts it, and coach sees it. He's like, Gilbert, what are you doing? And he's like, go get that ball. And it's like, this is right before the Final Four.
Up next on Road Trippin'.
And Gilbert's like, yo, Rich, how's it going over there? You playing well. What you making? 1.8? I'm making 11 million this year. This is what he's saying to me during warm-ups. Gil, that's what messed you up in the draft.
Mentally.
Not you acting like an asshole at the draft.
Wait,
draft.
is that a true story?
Wait, what
That
happened?
you told out?
I want to be an international pimp.
Yeah.
You want to what?
It was like, what do you want to be?
No. Let me tell this story because and then I'll let
come on.
Gilbert.
I never thought that was
So
real.
we're sitting
Y'all,
there.
he
We're sitting
ruined
there
my
in rookie
life.
transition. All of the rookies, all of the NBA PA, like all of the NBA people. So they're going around passing the mic, right? And as soon as like Jason Collins got it, he started laughing and made everyone else laugh because they were making fun of him. Then they go, well, how about you? So they had a mic, and they're like, so what do you want to accomplish in this league? And then Gilbert goes, I want to be a pimp. And the guy was like, wait, excuse me? And then and gave him a second chance. It was like, everyone's kind of laughing, giggling. He's like, I want to be an international pimp. And then the guy lights into him. If you're talking about being a misogynistic, if you're talking about objectifying women, this ain't the league for you, and goes off on Gil thinking like it'll have some sort of impact on him.
So what was the impact?
The impact was like we all kind of laughed, and then we all got yelled at for laughing at him. Right?
Like, I was just
What did
playing.
you say?
I was just playing, and then he asked again. So I had to double down. That's just like, okay, pimp. The only thing that's better than pimp is international. I had to double down. Like I'm in front of my peers. There's competition right here. I
This
couldn't
is
back
what
down
he
from
said
him.
in front of the entire NBA. Then on top of it, right? So we have a treadmill test, right? We have a treadmill test, and so I'm right next to Gil. So we have a treadmill test. Everyone's trying to do the treadmill run and all the bench presses. Gilbert gets up there like a true LA kid. Gets up there in some brand new all-white Chucks, right? Like this is what he's doing the draft workout in Chucks. I'm not shitting you. Listen to me. He gets in there in Chucks, and he starts running, right? He starts running the treadmill, and I'm like, look at this idiot. And then he hops off like a minute into what's supposed to be like a 15 or 20-minute run.
21 minutes.
21 minutes. He hops off 3 minutes into it and be like, nah, this is messing up my Chucks. I can't do this. And they're like, you have to finish the test. He's like, nah, I'm good. This is scuffing up my Chucks.
Don't
do that.
This what I'm standing right next to him like,
I was a legend. I was a legend, baby.
he's doing this at
Hang
the
on.
draft workout.
Draft workout. And then you played how many years in the league?
2. I was a stud though. Like you.
3.
You didn't play your first 2
They
years.
had to go-
No, he did.
They had to
No, in
guard
Golden
me.
State?
No, he did.
Like all that I wasn't worrying about being in shape. That's what I do. Run.
Well, this is how he.
So I didn't take none of that seriously. Like, let's just get to these workouts so we can do all this basketball stuff. Like all that stuff didn't mean anything to me. So I just took it as a joke.
Really the problem with Gil and why he is as messed up as an individual as you'll ever find. So he gets drafted in the second round, right? And he drops to the same drafts as like Troy Murphy and Jason Richardson, who was a top 5 pick. He's the best player on their team. But the problem is he only signed a 2-year contract because he fell to the second round. So meanwhile, he's balling out. And the team's like, we can't afford to keep this guy. So they tried to create a Gilbert Arenas rule that if you draft a kid in the second round, that you can like keep him for less under the cap or whatever.
There's a rule named after you?
No, it was either they had it or they were trying to get it.
No, got it. No,
They
it's
got it,
there. It's there.
So meanwhile, this dude signs a $66 million contract at 20 years old.
That was the
and so,
best
like-
thing that happened to me.
No wonder why you
That second round was the best thing that happened to me.
So in like my third year, I'm averaging like we went to the finals twice. I'm averaging 18 a game. Like we win the division. I'm balling out, right? And I was the first round pick. I'm in my third year, and Gilbert's like, "Yo, Rich, how's it going over there? You playing well. What you making? 1.8? I'm making 11 million this year." This is what he's saying to me during warm-ups. Like, Richard, you're playing great. That 1.3 million is gonna be awesome. Yeah, I was in the second round, Rich. I'm making 11 million for the next 6 years. Have fun with it. Wait. Oh, you got another contract next year too? Oh man, that sucks, man. This is what he's saying to me in the middle of the game. And I'm just like,
when I was side of that, I was just giggling like, oh, the whole first round.
the whole first round. He murdered the whole first round. So that's also why he was able to come up and get the next contract
Faster than everybody else.
faster, a lot, like 2 years, 3 years faster than everybody. So he was 2 or 3 years younger than everybody
You're
else.
just smart.
No, this
Luck.
was no.
was
Ali,
luck.
that's the problem. People like you that condone his idiotic behavior.
It's smart.
Jumping off the treadmill and saying it's scuffing up your chucks is not smart.
Okay, that wasn't smart.
Okay, telling the world that you want to be an international pimp.
Okay, that wasn't smart. But look, when you add all that dumbness in, second round, faster contract, 111, smart. It's like Kanye West. Somehow it just gets to genius. Just somehow it just gets there.
Yo, you have no idea. And the funniest thing is he was like, "Richard, man, congratulations on that first round. We got 2 more years? Yeah, I'm making 11.2 this year, man. But, you know, we'll see. We'll see. Good job, though, man."
Good job. The finals, 2 years, good job.
Finals,
Yeah.
man. Good job. I was like, what
was
the
in
fuck
some
is wrong with
trucks?
you?
Yo.
Yeah, and
That's
Chucks.
dope, though.
No, that's not dope.
Okay, so then
That's
let's get back to
fucking dope.
the fact that your nickname is in the Bible.
His nick,
Yeah.
where's your
How you
nickname
got
in the Bible?
Me and God tight like that. We're gonna talk about that later. Me and God don't really like discuss
I've
our
asked this
business.
whole time. I don't know what the P stands for.
We don't like to
Yeah.
discuss
Yeah,
our
what does it
business.
stand for? Swaggy P.
It's biblical. It's biblical. It's like a prophet. I'm like a prophet. But
You're a swaggy prophet.
I don't want to give y'all that. I got a book coming out that y'all can see all that
You can
later.
promote the book right here, right now.
Book coming out. Mystery of the P is coming out.
Mystery of the
P.
That sounds like a burning topic.
Because this is the Lakers channel, should we look at some highlights?
Yes,
From,
I would love to look at some
Gil
highlights.
and kind of Nick, because didn't you
Highlights
have,
from, some highlights from
games.
did you have a
what team?
pretty good game against Kobe where you dropped like 60?
Look at this.
That was his last
wait,
game.
That was his last game.
That was his last
game?
year after LeBron did this.
What's that
too.
last year?
Wait. Isn't
Show
this
LeBron
where
thing.
you didn't make the USA team thing? And then
Nah,
you started deciding to
was-
barbecue them.
Man, I'm telling you, it was
That was
after
this year.
LeBron.
Yeah, that was
That's
this
how
year.
you
This
had
is
two,
before.
you
LeBron's
had
the
two
year
good.
before.
You
I
had
keep
two
saying
good
that.
knees here.
This
Is this is where you were wearing
the
those
year
Prada
before.
shoes?
This is the year after.
It's the year he missed 2 free throws.
was
LeBron
the-
said
that was
you
the year
gonna go
before.
home.
That was the year
was the year
before.
before.
Look at. Oh, you taking a bow? You taking a bow? Wait, did we have a game winner?
The game winner against Utah?
Yeah.
Or in Utah?
Where was
No,
it?
what's so funny is
Right,
that,
yeah, we got the game
like,
winner
The
in
Lakers,
Utah.
like before the 60,
Right here?
that was the team I averaged the most
What-
points on.
This one right here?
This right here. Let me see.
This is how the big three gonna look.
Watch this. Watch this.
Like,
Oh, let's
But watch this. This is my favorite. Dog, this is one of the most iconic shots in NBA history.
can we take it
I
one
already
step
know where
further?
this going.
Can we
I
take
already
it
know
one
where
step
this is
further?
going. I already knew where this was going.
You know what's crazy? How many people in that video are still in the NBA right now?
None. No, but it was crazy is that
Which
your
video?
shot was all the way down.
This video.
But it didn't count.
Kinda
No
like
different
on
than
the
your
Nerf
pops.
rim.
No different than the shot you shot in your house.
you know
Yeah.
It
what?
was all the way down.
The takes
You
room.
want to beat me so bad.
Why would I want to be
Like,
you?
who
I
does
look
that?
better than you.
Like, who does
Like I
that?
said,
Like you, like that's.
I don't want to sit in
So
traffic.
Allie doesn't know much about much. Like I asked her about Indiana Jones today, she didn't know that. And I was trying to explain your game, right? No, we don't care about you. We're trying to explain your game because
My
she's
game?
seen your
All
game.
left.
She's seen your
I'm
game.
more interested in
This
your
is what I
swag.
said. This
I'm
is what I
not
said.
kidding.
He was a combination, and this is before one of his. Look, I'm actually gonna give you a compliment, so calm down. Before his knees went sideways, he was literally a combination of
And
like
LeBron, and
no,
LeBron,
No. I was
and
gonna say-
LeBron.
Okay, LeBron.
Okay.
I was gonna say he was a combination if you combine like Dame Lillard and John Wall. right? If you combine like that speed, getting downhill and getting to the free throw line with that type of shooting ability and clutch
I wouldn't
ability
say
in the
Joe.
court.
Really?
But because of the speed.
I'm
because
more
of the
talking about
speed.
like a
The
combination, not the
Yeah.
big and all,
speed.
but just like the speed and getting to the free
Like
throw line
Dame
and putting
for sure.
pressure, but then
And
could
that
shoot
stuff,
clutch stuff like Dame Lillard from deep and all that stuff.
Up next on Road Trippin'.
Makes a loud ruckus all the way to the top and says, y'all need to drop this shit. Turns off all the lights in this huge auditorium. Shoot, 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 shoot. Like literally, he was like, I could have imagined he had a beer.
So you never seen Iverson.
I don't remember Steve Francis after Houston.
What?
You know,
Steve Francis.
it
I'm
took
about to say.
it took a turn.
It took a
He was
turn
in
for the
New
worse.
York?
It took a turn.
He was in New York?
He was in New York for a hot minute.
Yeah.
But he was once him and,
Jalen Rose
Cat,
was
once
there?
him and Cat broke up, it was just
But
not.
this
it
was their
not the
team.
same.
They had Marbury, Marbury and Francis, and then
And
on the
Jamal
back end,
Crawford.
Jalen Rose
So
and Jamal
Marbury
Crawford.
and Francis was like talking about going crazy.
And Jamal Crawford. They had Jamal Crawford
they had
and
a squad.
Jalen Rose.
Yeah, we beat him in the
Richardson.
They had
playoffs.
a nice four
I
guards.
like Jamal.
Yeah.
Gil, did you have friends in the league?
What?
Like, did people like you? Like,
Everyone loved me.
they did.
I was the nicest.
Man.
People were scared of you.
No.
The
I was
limitations
a
is not
nice
over.
dude.
Yeah.
Like I made the All-Star game. I'll send baskets to the opposing team. No, seriously. To all the coaches on
Like
the East Coast.
gift baskets?
Yeah, gift
Yeah.
baskets. So
Like,
that's
thank you.
nice.
Yeah.
I worked hard. I didn't bother nobody
You didn't. You
until they.
didn't make you put you on that team,
So
and then
then-
the Agent Zero Hibachi shit started.
Where did hibachi come from?
Stole it.
I stole it from Brendan Haywood. We was getting cooked by Marbury and Jamal Crawford, and then he was like, "Man, they cooking shrimp and chicken out there tonight, man. They got
Barbecue chicken?
Yeah, they got the hibachi grill going, and then boom, that's me." Yep.
If you listen, if you don't know how good Gilbert is, you just gotta ask him. He'll tell you.
Yeah, I'm learning.
He'll tell you.
I like it.
He'll
Gotta
tell
be.
you.
You gotta be you.
You gotta be you.
Yeah.
Can't-
The fact that me, you, and Luke were on the same team, and then Michael Wright, who, God rest his soul, was, a very interesting individual, and then Lauren, who was certifiably crazy. Lauren. I love Lauren to death, but he would snap.
He was twisted.
He would snap on you in a heartbeat. Lauren is the only guy
I was
I've
there
ever
when
seen.
y'all had to kick him out of practice.
He's
'cause
the
he
only
wanted to
guy
fight
that I
the
love.
referee.
I love my guy Lauren.
In
Greatest dude.
the red and blue game.
Yeah.
Yes, he tried to fight people in the red and blue game. He tried to
So it's an inter squad scrimmage, and so they have all these things. And Lauren Woods is like, you would think this is the Final Four. He
It
is
was-
like, you motherfucker.
Like him
I'm
and-
gonna fucking kill you.
He was Rasheed Wallace. He didn't.
Yeah, he was
him
like-
and refs didn't just get.
He would just
along.
black out. He would just black out at any point in time. But like if you got him not in those moments, nicest
The
dude in the world.
nicest dude
So
ever.
he gets suspended, right? So JB Bickerstaff, they were in Minnesota, and he got suspended for playing, I think it was for Toronto. I'm gonna butcher the story. But he goes to JB's and he was just like hanging out at Bickerstaff's house. They like go out, grab drinks, he pass out. JB's watching like Sports Center in the morning with Lauren on his couch. He's like, yes, Lauren Woods has been suspended. And he goes, what happened? He's like, man, well, my coach was talking shit. And he was like, oh, you got a problem, Lauren? You got a problem, Lauren? Well, let's go back in that room and see who comes out. And Lauren's like, oh, great. We go back there, I whoop your ass, and then I get suspended. This is what he's saying to his coach, right? Like we had when I'm one of the more normal people on the team, like that's when you
So
know
how
there's an
was
issue.
like y'all parties though? Like the Gil party?
Oh,
No.
no.
I was about to say
They
you don't
didn't
seem like
invite. They
Gil
didn't
party.
invite me to parties.
I didn't see it. Like who
They
wanna
didn't
hang
fuck
out with
me.
Gil? Yeah, I'm about to say. Did
No,
y'all
this is
hang out
the
with
thing.
Gil?
We messed
He got
with Gil.
cool.
I went to
After
one
he got
party
So
money.
with
Jay
Gil,
Gardner,
and he
Jay
threw
Gardner
rocks
and
at
him,
police.
Jason Gardner and him. What do you say?
I went to one party as a 17-year-old guy. So they're like, hey, Shannon, go with Gil. So there's a tennis court, and there's like 100 people, right? So the police are like, everyone has to evacuate. So Gil's on the other side, river rocks. Woof. And right, he's like, get the fuck out of here, pigs, right?
This is natural
listen.
behavior I seen on TV.
So look,
You
I'm
saw
right
it.
on the
You seen
corner.
it on TV? What movie?
Look, hey, Swag.
South
look,
Central, something
I'm
one of
right
those.
here. He's throwing them this way. So the police are now flashing me, and I'm like this. Like 17
Come out, Gilbert. They got us, Gilbert.
Yeah. So
They got
literally, I
us, Gilbert.
swear on everything, the police go, it's Gilbert. Gilbert goes, What's up, Joe? What's up, man? And starts dapping them all up.
This is why I'm gonna be really honest.
God.
I'm gonna be really honest. This is why I'll give you 2 stories. There's multiple stories why we can't fuck with Gilbert, right?
Yeah.
One of the stories.
He's crazy.
So I'm going
He's
no
fucked up.
BS,
He's really
right?
crazy in the
So
head.
it's like late night. We just got our check, so I'm about to go like buy a video game. It was like the new
What kind
Resident
of check
Evil.
y'all got?
Just a little BS, like college check,
Well,
right?
what
So
kind
a
of-
little
what
Pell
kind of
Grant,
college check? How much is on the check, though?
I don't even. I thought it was 20 years ago. Let me finish telling
It's
you.
like $100.
So
$100,
I
$100,000.
go to Walmart, right, to go buy.
To buy Walmart.
No,
You
to go buy
Walmart,
to go
okay.
buy a video game.
Arizona
And I
gave
see
you
Gilbert coming out. I'm like, oh, Gil, what are you doing? He's like, just buying bullets for my gun. I'm like, wait, what?
Oh, he's
What?
crazy. He
I
had
was
50
like,
guns,
I was like,
dude.
what are you talking about? Right? He opens his trunk. He's like, I had to go buy bullets for my gun. And he pulls out a rifle. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I'm buying video games at
But you gotta
Walmart and
understand
you
what
buying
you're
bullets
dealing
for
with.
your
You gotta
gun.
understand what you're dealing like as a kid.
Mike Shortley, that's you got me hooked.
No, as a
Yeah,
kid.
Mike Short Dog had all
No,
of
this
them.
is before that.
Brophy
Mike
kids, they're
Short,
weird.
Mike
As
Shortley
a
got me
kid,
involved in the shooting
his
at the
room
range
was
and
all
doing all
black.
that. was fun.
Oh, yeah.
His room was all black. Like his dad didn't let him do nothing, so he had an all black room. Like, no, I
was
tell
a-
you the story.
I was
Come
an
on, dog.
Orlando fan.
His dad.
It was black and white and
had
blue.
It was all black room, like walls black.
Was your dad Joe Jackson?
No,
Crazy, though.
I
That's why
was
he
a
like
Penny
that.
Hardaway fan, so black with the white jersey.
No,
so I
there
had
ain't
the
no jerseys.
Gil, that's not okay, dog.
It was
Snickers.
all
Like
black
you have to have a black.
and a rim on the court. And he said, you shoot at that rim every day, so you gonna make it to the league. So he was stuck in a room with all black, no TVs as a kid, just looking at a rim. So
I had a waterbed.
at 10 years old, he had a water bed in all black.
How about
room.
this, right? How about
This is
this?
his room. This black in the.
First day of college, Gil goes, I'm rolling with you. I'm like, Gil, please no. Please no. First time you gotta sit, freshman, I gotta sit 5 rows up in the big auditorium. There's like 200 people in here. We sit down there, he sits next to me. And I'm like, man, shit. So I'm trying to listen. He goes, Channing, this is fucking boring. Let's go. And he's yelling at the teacher, say, excuse me. He goes, Channing, come on, man. This is bullshit. Let's go. So I'm like, nah, I gotta stay, Gil. I gotta stay.
I gotta stay,
He
Gil, I
goes-
gotta stay.
And she goes, excuse me, sir, do you have a problem? He goes, yeah, I got a problem. I'm out this. Let's go. He stands up, goes, walks, stomps, stomp, 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 stomp. Makes a loud ruckus all the way to the top and says, y'all need to drop this shit. Turns off all the lights in this huge auditorium. Shoot. Like, not regular lights where they just flick on,
so
but
you
the
know-
joints that gotta warm back up.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, warm back.
Shoot.
I didn't get my driver's license until I was 20.
What kind of car they gave you?
Who gave no one? I
Listen,
worked at
listen.
Jordan camp. I worked at Nike camp. I worked at
They
Nike
give you
camp.
$500.
Yeah, that's $500.
You can't buy a car for $500.
No, but you can,
make a good
you
payment,
can make
though.
a great payment. Then you take the Pell Grant. Then you take your Pell Grant,
He don't know what
right?
it is.
Then you
I
work
ain't get the
Jordan.
Pell Grant.
You get the. Oh, you really did
Listen,
have money.
Let me just be honest with you.
Okay,
Listen,
you had
I'm
some
just gonna be
money.
honest with you. He was the 4th option.
Every time.
Okay?
But he was the
He got
highest.
5.
Everybody knew Richard Jefferson.
But he was at the
Say it
school. He was
again.
the 4th
Yeah.
option.
I was the fourth option.
He was the 4th option.
I was there chilling.
He had one play.
It was an out of bounds lob play.
I was the
They
number
They was
1
trying
option.
hard.
They
You
were
already
trying
knew where
hard.
you
I was
going.
letting them fight it
Yeah.
out. Like, hey, like when we would play against Casey Jacobson, we would just give Gilbert the ball the entire time. Like, take the ball every time. Whenever we played against somebody that played in our position, like when Lauren Woods played against Chris Mihm, we would give the ball to
just feed the
Lauren
ball, yeah,
30
yeah.
times. Like, you gonna outplay him. When we played against Casey Jacobson, we was like, Gilbert, here, our Eddie House.
Eddie
We would just
House,
give
yeah.
the ball to Gilbert. Like, Gilbert.
Oh, Eddie House was cold.
Yeah,
we shut
he had
him down.
61 right before we played him. Gilbert
I
shut
think
him
Iago
down.
was a
down.
bucket.
Yeah,
in
but that was
college.
after us. That
Yeah,
was
we
after
shut
us.
that down.
Okay, guys, I don't want to interrupt you.
No,
No, he was right
Play
after.
with me.
Okay.
I don't want to interrupt you, but we do have to wrap.
I'm about
Rap
to say,
what?
God damn, I need to go. I ain't gonna
Hang on, hang on.
Is that the real time?
Yeah, where you gotta
4:18.
go?
Yeah, we got 1 second though,
I live a
because
life like us.
as this is airing, Channing will have played his second to last game in the NBA,
good for you,
and so we did
I haven't played since
here
last
on the Lakers channel. Of course, we wanted to show you your best Laker highlights.
Oh, they got
no.
their tribute
So-
video for Channing.
yeah, we got your
See
little
this?
tribute video
What is this?
for you.
It's all threes and maybe a floater.
We need you to.
Listen, 3s and 2s.
We get to see the debut of Channing Frye in Laker uniforms. Here's Frye rattling it in. The veteran Channing Frye. Hart kicks it. Frye in rhythm, on its way. Perfect.
Channing Frye seems like he's back in rhythm.
Frye, little off balance, but a shooter can still get it done. Frye got it again. Well, Channing is obviously feeling it tonight. Look to the roll man. Frye finally finds him, and he missed the dunk. And he missed the dunk.
His first miss of the night, and he's laughing at himself. The whole team is going to let him know about this miss. Channing, you're not a dunker.
Looky dookie. The big lookster.
What made you be a stretch? Coming out of high school.
No. When I was in college, I was a true center. And then what happened was
They realized you couldn't jump or
kept
block
putting
a
me on
shot?
Shaq and Yao Ming and all these big dudes, and I said, this ain't for me, dog. This ain't for me. And then Phoenix said, Channing, take 2 steps back and shoot 1,000 of those. And then we had Amari. So he's like, Amari's down there, you're out there. And they were like, shoot until I take you out.
$60 million later.
That's what changed the power forward position too, because when Kevin Garnett came in, he didn't want to go against Shaq either.
No.
So he went to the 4 position. Now you got all these long 4s that should have been centers, and then nobody wanted the snubbies anymore.
No, but that's what happened with LaMarcus Aldridge. He was all of these guys have skills that allow them to do that. But like Tim Duncan was the same way. Tim Duncan wanted to play the 4, and then they always had a 5 next to him that would take the beating.
But that's what hurt. That's what hurt Mike Wright.
Yeah,
because he was a 6'7" power forward.
Traditional 4 that wasn't like skilled. Like he was skilled.
And then he went to the wrong. He went to the wrong
Knicks.
team.
The Knicks, yeah.
And that whole team was just undersized.
You know what it was? Like him going to the Knicks was like you getting him as your vet. Like it just set you up for failure.
All right, well, Nick, you got to get on your way.
Yeah, I don't want to be here.
Swaggy P's got a book coming out. Swaggy P's got a book coming out. He's going to play with
What's
Gil
it called?
on Big 3.
It's the Mr. I'll let y'all know, man.
Gil, good luck with the Big 3.
Oh, thank you. All right, man, look. You got some place to go, man. You and the mysterious P.